CEO Ronald Hicklin from Creating the Difference. Thank you for watching another deep dive CTD ball review video. You know, we offer these free YouTube videos as a way to help you make an informed decision. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Today we're going to talk about the Brunswick Ivory Rhino Pro. It's white. I like white bowling balls. You know why? Because they get dirty fast. That means you're going to need this. This ball features HK22 Activator Plus 3.0. Has a measured hardness of 74. It has the vintage light bulb core shape in it. It's symmetric, so it's got an RG of 2.568. That's actually really high. The differential is 0.032, and since it's symmetric, there is no mass bias. It is factory finished 500, 1000, 1500 crown factory compound. We checked the surface of the bowling ball. It's 5000 grit. The oil absorption is medium. It's laid out 60 by 4.5 by 30. We're gonna throw this on our standard 40-foot house pattern, and let's go ahead and look at this bowling ball right now. All right, now it's time to throw the brand new Ivory Rhino Pro. The Rhino Pro has been around for an extremely long time. As a matter of fact, the Rhino Pro name was the first reactive ball that Brunswick made back in like 1992. So this is a super, super old nameplate, but it's got a lot of history. It's got a lot of success, and I'm curious to see what happens when we throw the white Rhino. Okay, gave it a little bit more room, figured it would come back. It did not, that's okay, good to know. There we go. Wow, wow, that's a little more hooked than I thought. This ball hooks, man. This is not like the teal one at all. Yes, this is actually, this might be a more usable version of the teal. The teal was definitely smoother, definitely more rounded. This one seems a little more back-ending, and this ball's, So something else kind of interesting that you may not know. So this ball's a thick shell ball, meaning that there's no outer core around the ball. It's all cover, stock, and then core. What that does, it's good and bad. It's good because balls like this don't ever tend to crack. It's bad because what that means is the RG and differential numbers as you go across weights change dramatically because the only place to take the weight out of the bowling ball is the core. So a 15, 14, 16 are gonna be very, very different numbers. And that's one of the reasons that manufacturers put that outer core layer around their inner core, because then they can pull the weight out of the outer or the outer and the core and keep the numbers kind of close. White Rhino. White Rhino. This ball could be more, I don't want to say it's like a HyRoad, but I feel like it's not, I mean, it rolls pretty good. Oh, she throwing logs. White Rhino's throwing logs. They did something with this one. I'll tell you something else interesting. So white typically is not a liquid pigment, it's a powder. And that powder kind of acts like a particle, so it tends to make the ball want to hook early. Like that's typically what white does. So actually that may make a lot of sense with this kind of ball, because typically the thicker shell balls tend to be very clean. They tend to get down the lane very, very far down the lane. So it's possible that being white and thick shell in this case could be really, really good. Like maybe that explains a little bit more about why we're seeing the shape we're seeing out of this ball. Now I will tell you another little piece, like I have lots of pieces of information about this ball as I throw it. So another thing about thick shell balls is the energy transfer typically tends to be higher from the ball to the pen, called coefficient of restitution. There's actually a whole USB-C guideline around that, and there's a limit. But typically, thicker shell balls have higher coefficient of restitutions than thin shell balls, which is the balls that typically have the outer cores around them. Left, 10 back. Tell you what, I was like, I like the ball for the nostalgia, but it probably ain't gonna roll no good. It rolls really good. They still fall. Even when you don't think they're gonna fall, they still fall with the white Rhino. This is that ball. It doesn't matter the style of play, you can figure it out. The only thing I need to see is when I pull that Crown Factory compound off of what happens. That's all I need to see. I need to see, does it keep that shape, get a little earlier and keep going or not? That's the only real question I got left. I throw one more shot or a couple more shots. I want to move a little bit further left and then we're gonna do the surface change. I mean, it struck, but you could definitely, I could definitely see that it's longer. I mean, it's definitely longer now. I probably will grab another ball. But if you're hooking a little bit, or if you're looking for a ball that you can use on different lane conditions, maybe even as a benchmark ball, I'm probably gonna grab this one. I just gotta see the ball without any polish on it, and we will know exactly what the right Rhino, actually it's not white, it's ivory, what the Ivory Rhino Pro is all about. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and as a special thank you, you can use the code YouTube10 and get 10% off Life After Death, our best bowling ball cleaner. Please consider hitting that like button or subscribe. Don't forget to go to ctdbowling.com, and remember, every bowling ball purchase comes with your choice of a free True Cut sanding pad. All right, now it's at 3,000 grit. We're gonna see what the Ivory Rhino Pro does now. First shot was definitely the same shape, more hook. Drop a comment as to what your favorite old school vintage ball is. Rhino Pro is one of my favorites. Actually, I had probably 12 or 15 purple Rhino Pros. That ball was just great. Even later after the ball was replaced with other bowling balls, I still had a purple Rhino Pro for a long time. But let me know what your favorite vintage ball is. She is not scary to throw logs. And it's an 032 differential, so it's not a lot of flare. You can't even really see it very well, but this is all the flare I got. Not a lot of flare, but it's enough. Now if that comes back, oh, she did come back. Because that one was definitely way further left, but it still came back. This might be one of them automatic interchangeables. They ain't all like that. You watch these ball review videos, you can tell. Like, if I'm saying interchangeable in the bowling ball, then that means I really like it. The ball feels like it's definitely smoother, a little earlier, but overall not bad at all. Ivory Rhino Pro. You may want to get one of these. I think this is more of a benchmark ball. A benchmark ball with more back end. Definitely impressed. Definitely impressed. Split the 8-9 every time. Now you got more information about the brand new Brunswick Ivory Rhino Pro. Thank you for watching. So this particular video is powered by The Sauce. The Sauce is a new product from Creating the Difference. It is a nootropic. Best way to describe it is like a vitamins for your brain. It allows you to have increased focus, allows you to stay calm, and get you that feeling of being in the zone. You can find out more about this product at Creating the Difference, which is ctdbowling.com.